Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are back and we have the infamous, diabolical, relentless, undeniable, undisputed, retaining, greatest tag team podcast champions of the world. Jordan the Juggernaut James, Sam Money Man Bam, and we are the Let Loose Podcast.
Yo,
Yo!
yo, 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 yo.
Yes, sir. We back in the building, man. Shout out to my dog West V, man. He's sick right now, whatever. But hey, man, prayers up, man, for you, bro, man. I know how it is to be sick like that, man. But hey, man, we still here with you, whatever, man. We still repping for the gang. Jordan, the Juggernaut James.
Yo, what's up?
How the hell are
What
you,
up? What
brother?
up? What up? Let loose in the building. Episode
Yo.
91. 91, I think this is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, this is a late stream tonight. We got a lot going on, but yeah, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for checking out the podcast every week, tuning in with us, commenting on videos. I'm always grateful for the views, the subscribers. Let's keep climbing. Still on the road to 500. Like, share, hit that subscribe button right now so we can get to our next sporadic giveaway
That's
and
it.
our next Christmas giveaway. I believe we're doing a Christmas giveaway because we do one every year. So let's get it popping, man. Right now we are live. Sam, go ahead and give the breakdown analysis of the shit storm known as the football game we are watching right now. I'm not really watching it, but I was just a figure of speech. Washington and Philly right now.
Right. You're thinking this will be one of the best games of the year. You know, not as good as the last Thursday night game because that was a freaking barn burner. But man, Philly is down 6-10 to Washington. No offense really on each side, man. Neither one of the quarterbacks are really doing anything. I think it was one touchdown scored. I believe Brian Robinson Jr. I think he scored a touchdown, but it hasn't really been anything. So well, I picked the under. I picked Washington to cover the spread, but I picked Philly to win. So that was the first game or whatever. So it's looking like it might just be that unless Washington just freaking shut Philly down. So yeah, it's a crazy game, man. I've been watching it on and off and watching the wrestling and stuff like that. So man, it's not really much going on with that.
Yeah, I picked Philly to win, Washington to cover, and I took the over. Not
Hmm.
looking so solidified right now. This game had major implications going into this game. You know, this is the
Right,
battle for the first place of the NFC East, and I had confidence in Philly that they heard all the chirping, and they're starting to play better as of late. Defensively, not playing the greatest teams, but I mean defensively they stepped it up, and
right,
they've been looking a lot better. So, and obviously Washington, they've been having a stellar year too with their, and rookie of the year quarterback and Jaden
hmm
Daniels. He's been balling
overachieving.
on these teams.
Hmm.
When they lose to these better teams, and they lose by one possession for the most part. When they
Right.
give the Ravens a run, and they lose that heartbreaker to Pittsburgh last week. I mean, it's
Hmm.
just, it's these things, man. They're so close, they're right there, man, and it looks like they're more than ready to take this next step, man, because right now they're competing with these top tier teams now. I mean, they have a
Hmm.
team, they're for real. They have a young team. They got a lot to be proud of, man. I didn't expect anything out of the Commanders coming into this season.
Not
Not
much.
this soon,
Not much.
I didn't see that, man.
Maybe
But
500. Maybe.
maybe slightly over, at
Better than
like
the
a nine
Giants.
and eight or something. But I just didn't see this coming from Washington. So shout out to the Commanders. But yeah, it looks like right now there's what 12 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game. First and goal for Philly at Washington on the 1 yard line. So it looks like Philly's gonna get some points. The
Tush
tush push is
push.
coming.
Tush
Yep,
push.
yep, it's coming. It's coming. We already know that. Yo, shout out Michael Kidd. What's up, bro? Appreciate you in the comment
What's
thread.
going on? What's going on, gang?
Well, yeah, so yeah, like I said, Jaden Daniels, that was a good game. They played versus Pittsburgh last week, man. But yep, just came up slightly short. And Wes had Washington to win this game.
Hmm.
He took the underdogs and he took the over in this game. So I got
Okay.
Wes's picks locked in with us this week. So here we go on the pick train. We'll keep y'all tuned on what's going on with that game. Well, I guess I won't need to because time a lot of people see this, somebody done already won, somebody done already lost, but let's
Right,
move
right,
on,
right.
bro.
It's all
Let's
good.
Let's do this game, get it out the way real quick. Let's go Sunday at 1 o'clock. We got the Jaguars coming into Detroit and facing the Lions. The Lions are favored by 13 and a half points.
Hmm.
That is the largest point spread all year thus far in any game. 13 and a
Right.
half points.
Hmm. Hmm.
The over-under on that's 47 and a half. Um, I'll just go out on a limb and say I don't think 13 and a half points is enough.
Me
I don't
neither.
think it's enough. The Jags have been god awful this year, bro. And Trevor Lawrence out, Bigsby questionable, Brian Thomas questionable.
Hmm.
They have the worst defense in the league, bro. They really do.
Right.
Ranked dead last at 32nd. They just haven't shown me too much. Lions, I think they get their shit back together coming home this week. Obviously crazy game last week, comeback versus Houston, completely shutting them down in the second half. Goff throwing 5 interceptions.
Oh.
I will add, I don't think 3 of them were his fault because, you had 2 batted balls, the Hail Mary before halftime, and I think the other 2 were on him. But thing is, he's got short memory, man. He turnover, boom, next play, let's go. But I think they come back, they bounce back, clean game this time. It's a good game to clean it up, handle business against a team that it's just there's shouldn't be any serious expectations from the rest of the season for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm taking the Lions, and I got them covering, and I think it's going to be under just because I don't think Jacksonville is going to score a lot of points. I don't think
Right.
they'll score 10
Hmm.
points in this game. So
I
there you have
totally,
that one.
I totally agree with you. But Jaguars have been covering those spreads, even though they was down 22-0 to Philly. They was down to freaking Minnesota or whatever the last game. Couldn't put up any points. But like you say, the problem is gonna be putting up the points, and the defense, man, get ran all over, man. Seems like all the time. So I'm liking definitely liking the Lions on this one for real. This should be a runaway game, bro. Freaking 30-7, something crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go to under on that as well.
I knew he was going to take Detroit to cover. I was like,
Oh
wait,
yeah,
wait.
oh yeah.
I was going to say, wait, I
I'll
know they've
take
been
that plus.
covering.
I'll,
Say
I'll
something
take that.
crazy.
I'll take that plus 20, and Jaguars won't score 20. You feel me?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, definitely for real. Either any way you want to put it, that's how I'm gonna put it.
Yeah, what up, West V? What up?
What's up, bro?
We're holding it down for you, bro. And just for the record, West has got the Lions to win, but he thinks Jacksonville does cover that spread and he's going
Mm,
over.
heard that.
So we'll see
Hmm.
if they can do that. We'll see what they can do. I think that sickness getting a little best of his head real quick, thinking Jackson covered that spread. I don't know. I don't know. We'll talk about that
They've
later,
been
my man.
covering though. They've been covering though lately though.
They ain't covering on Sunday, God damn it. It's not
Mm,
happening. Next game, we're gonna go Sunday 1 o'clock. The Baltimore Ravens. Boom, 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 boom. Key matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. The Baltimore Ravens are favored by 3 going into Pittsburgh against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The over-under on that is
mm,
47 and a half. Yeah, man. We know what this game means. This is one of the most important games this week. The other one we'll
hmm,
get to in a little bit here. Russ, man, 3-0 is the starter of the Steelers now.
hmm.
3-0, and Lamar Jackson's actually 1-3 against Pittsburgh in his career.
Right.
And in those games, he's thrown 4 touchdowns, 7 picks.
I believe it.
And the Steelers have won the last 7 out of 8 matchups.
Hmm.
Who's got the edge here? How you feeling?
I like Pittsburgh. I like
Mm.
Pittsburgh. Their defense is freaking bar none, top tier. They got that stuff going on in all phases, bro. For real. Linebackers, corners, safeties, freaking D line, bro. Everybody, bro. For real. Everybody hat on the hat. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys, for real, are tenacious. And I love the way the Steelers are playing ball right now. Russ, whatever, got them going. But he's not really the key to that stuff. You gotta get that defense, and that's what all the Steelers has ever been about, bro, is defense. And I feel like they can shut Lamar Jackson down. I feel like they can shut him down. 2 picks.
Mm.
He might have a couple scores, but I feel like, man,
Shut
Pittsburgh,
him
Pittsburgh,
down.
Pittsburgh gonna handle business, man. They're gonna handle
Oh,
business.
no,
I
he
like
did not.
Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh on this one. I like what it is, 3 points.
Yep, Ravens are favored by 3. You going
By
over or under?
threes. I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go under because that defense gonna be crazy.
Ballsy.
It's
All
gonna be
right.
crazy, bro.
I don't want to say it's ballsy. That ain't completely crazy to say, but look, man,
Hmm.
Pittsburgh has a phenomenal defense, and we know Mike
Hmm.
Tomlin. We know how this goes every
Right.
year, year in, year out. Pittsburgh's playing sensational. They definitely have a good chance to make a great run here. But dude, I think the Ravens have a better offense than they do defense, man. And I just think that right now is the time. Like what I just rattled off Lamar's record against the Steelers to you, 1-3, and Pittsburgh's won 7 out of the last 8. They've had their number, dude. The Ravens are due, man. And this is the best offensively, I'll say, I've seen the Ravens look. Like, I
By
don't
far.
know,
By
by
far.
far, and probably ever that I
Ever.
remember in recent
Ever.
time.
Right.
Their pass defense, it sucks. Their run defense is stout, though. The Steelers want to run on you. I don't see Russ going back there shredding that horrible pass defense. I mean, he could if he gets time, but I think that pass rush is going to be there. I think the Ravens will stand on business with this personally, but I think this game is going to be close. So I'm not taking no spread with that. I'm taking
Hmm.
the Ravens to win this game. I think the Steelers will cover that 3. You know how I feel about the 3-point spread, bro, because that's a fucking trap. Now, if
Hmm.
the Ravens were favored by 2.5, which means you need the
Right.
3 to cover that, I'll take
You
that.
would take it.
But
Hmm.
since it's at 3, I'm taking Pittsburgh to cover that. It's gonna be closer than that. And I'm going over. I think it'll be just slightly over because I think they're each team 24, 21 points to 27, something like that. I can see it being that close. So I'm going slightly over on that. I think Baltimore gets it done, bro. I think they have to win this game, man. I think this
I
is
don't
just
know.
this is
At
just a game
Pittsburgh,
they have
at
to win.
Pittsburgh.
At Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah, I don't
At
think I
Pittsburgh.
don't I don't think they're gonna have enough. I don't think they're gonna have enough. Derrick Henry's not gonna do as much as he's supposed to, you know. Zay Flowers and all those guys, whatever, they're gonna get locked up. So it's gonna have to be a battle with the tight ends. It's gonna have to be the running backs, whatever, catching passes. You're gonna have Hill and freaking what's your man Andrews and likely gonna have to get likely involved and all those guys involved, whatever, because the corner's gonna lock those boys up, bro. For
I
real, it's
don't
gonna
think
be a lot
so,
of dink and
bro. I
dunk.
think Flowers
It's
is gonna
gonna be
eat.
I think it's gonna be a lot of dink and dunk, bro. A lot of
Yeah.
dink and dunking. Gotta
I
be.
think
For real.
Flowers breaks one. I think he breaks one or I think Flowers is gonna eat this game, bro. And I think we need a good game. I don't know. I think he's questionable. If Likely gets back in there, he's due for a big game, bro, because he's been out,
Hmm.
on and off. He's due for a big game. Mark Andrews coming on strong. Derrick Henry is always liable, he can bust through against anybody on a good day, and just might be one of them days, dude. He might be pushing for that MVP. I don't know him and Lamar,
Right.
but and if Lamar wins this game, dude, I think that all but solidifies his MVP case.
MVP.
I mean, I don't know, barring a complete abomination, but I don't know. I just think the Ravens will get him, man. I think the Ravens will
Mm-mm.
get him. You gotta win this game if you're
You know,
Baltimore.
with the Ravens, we thought they was gonna trash that freaking Cincinnati defense, which they did, but
They
Cincinnati
did,
trashed, but Cincinnati
but
trashed their
Cincinnati
defense
trashed him right
too.
back.
Right.
hmm
So, I mean, what you
But
got?
Pittsburgh ain't built like that though, man. He ain't gonna just bomb all you got to throw like that to Pickens and what Fryermuth? Like
Pickens. Pickens.
Pickens is solid, but that's your only out right there. You know what I mean? Chase was the only one burning you, but I mean you had other options you can go to. Like I don't trust any of their other receivers on Pittsburgh, bro. I don't. I don't like them.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Yeah, I don't say I don't like them either, but I don't trust them. I'll say it like
Right.
that. I don't trust them. So let's go. So West V's got Baltimore winning, and he's got them covering, and he's taking the over.
Hmm.
So he's confident in Baltimore. All right, run it up. Let's go next game. We're gonna go the Rams, the LA Rams. They're favored by 4.5 points at New England Patriots, bro. Headed into the Foxborough, facing the Patriots. Over under is 43.5. How you feeling about this one, dude? Fucking New England 9 sacks last week versus Chicago, bro. I don't know
Killed
if that was
them.
about good Patriots defense or bad Chicago offense. I think that's
Man.
bad Chicago offensive line. That was horrible, bro.
Yeah.
That tied the NFL record, by the way. 9 sacks in a
Really.
game. That's the
Really.
NFL record. They tied it.
Bro, that's so crazy. What Drake may do.
Drake May, he's improving. He's improving steadily. I don't remember what his stat line is exactly. Let me see here. But
Cause they
Drake
only
May,
scored like
he
19 points. They only scored like
yeah,
19.
yeah. But I mean, Drake May's getting better every single game, bro. Every single game, I'm seeing promise with nothing to work with. 15 to 25, 184 yards, a touchdown, and a pick.
Okay. Okay.
Not bad. 4 rushes, 24 yards. Handling business, bro.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. Yeah, he
Caleb
doing
Williams
all
is
right.
playing too fucking attentive, bro. They killed him that game. But anyway,
Dang.
but I don't know,
Can't
man.
win for losing. Can't win for losing if you're Caleb Williams. Because you do good and then you freaking suck it right back up again, man. No diddy. Straight
For
up.
real. But the Patriots, bro, I don't know. They just don't have much around. And the Rams, to me, they looked like they looked stale. They looked sluggish to me last game, man. Like they looked old. They really did, man. They didn't really show much, man. And Miami, they had their way with them. It's just they
Right.
were overmatched. It looked like from jump.
Hmm.
I thought the Rams were gonna go in there and win that game. Boy, I was surprised with
Yeah.
that one, but I didn't put too much thought into this Rams Patriots game. I can't sit there and pick the Patriots to beat the Rams no matter how sluggish they looked and how good the Patriots looked last week. I don't trust the Patriots on a week to week basis. I like the Rams to win this game. I think New England will cover that 4.5 though. They're playing stronger. They're at home. A little confidence last week. Rams are looking sluggish. The offensive line is shaky on the Rams as well too. So, like I said, Rams win. New England covers. I'm going over. I think they go.
I'm going with those exact same picks, but I'm gonna do the under. Just because neither one of those offenses, whatever, they sputter big time, especially the Patriots. Especially the Patriots. But I feel like they'll cover though, because like you say, defensively, man, they've got set now. They got to set in their ways. You know, Mayo over there handling business
Mhm.
over there with those guys. You know, he's trying to find a way, bro, out of no way, man. For real. He just got faith in those guys, man, for real. So if if he can keep that defense up, bro, he ain't gotta have a lot of offense. You know, Stevenson really ain't been doing much, and all those guys, I think Bourne and the other guy, I can't think of his name. But man, he got a couple little guys over there, whatever. That's like B
Douglas.
stars, yeah, Douglas. They like some
Yeah,
little B
he's nice.
stars. You know what I'm saying? Some B star celebrity receivers and talent. You know, like nothing crazy, but you know those guys still do. They still handle work, man. You know, it's still a type of a Belichick type way though. Still over there at the Patriots, they expect to win regardless. You know, for real, they're never gonna say die. So,
Yep, that's unfortunately that's the culture there. You win or that's it, man.
hmm
But Belichick's gone now, though, man. You gotta. It's all you need is like a guy in there too to change the culture. I mean, look who you're talking to: Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, bro. Look
hmm
what they just did for Zadarius Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like Lions wouldn't have did that shit for nobody ever ago. You a couple guys in there changed the whole culture,
Quick
changes
question.
everything.
Quick question. You think he'll lose his job at the end of the year,
Who?
Mayo?
No, hell no. No. I mean, I guess that's not too far fetched of a question when I sit there and think about it. But no, I don't think he's gonna lose his job. You
I
can't
think
fire that
it.
man.
I think he could. I think he'll take it a next year or two. You know, but they definitely gonna want that stuff to be a little bit better, especially with the record.
I can tell you he's gonna get 3 years max.
hmm
He's gonna get
Max.
3 years max. Like if it ain't like okay,
hmm
now if you finish what this year, what's their record right now? The Patriots.
I think they won 3 games or 4 games.
I want to say three. Is it 3 game? The New England Patriots are 3-7. So
hmm
what's he gonna win this year? What's he gonna win?
5 games, maybe 6 games.
5 games, maybe six. So they got the Rams, obviously. They got the Dolphins, the Colts, Cardinals, Bills, Chargers, Bills. Maybe five. I'd say five.
4 games. Maybe
So that means
Miami
that
or this one. Either this one or Miami, because all the rest of them, boy, that shit is over with.
so that mean next year he got to win at least seven, bro.
Yeah, you gotta keep going up.
I mean, you do shit like that. I mean, I think you'll be all right. But I don't know. You know how it is, dude. The brothers' window
Hey, for real.
it's way thinner
I
than
need you to be.
somebody else.
Hey, like Boosie said, I need you to be hot right now. You gotta be hot. For
That's
real.
facts. Facts. Well,
Who
yeah.
else we
So,
got?
all right. Next game up, we got the Browns going to New Orleans to take on the Saints. And the Saints are favored by 1 point. The over under on that is 43.5 points. New interim head coach, bro, Darren Rizzi for the Saints, 1-0, bro, with that
hmm
2017 win versus Atlanta that's completely obliterated your parlay, bro. I hate to bring it
Busted.
up, but I'm sorry, bro. That's
Busted.
bullshit. Screw my man out
Right.
of racks, out of racks, man.
Can't believe it.
Hell of a win for Rizzy and the Saints though, nonetheless. But you know what I'm smelling right now? I'm smelling
Bullshit.
crab legs. No, no, that's Jameis Winston revenge game incoming. Is it gonna happen?
Oh,
Is it
mm-mm.
gonna happen? How you feeling about this game, bro? I've been waiting to ask you about this game.
Bro, it's so tough to call. It's so tough to call.
Mm,
Because I think New England, not New England, but New
New
Orleans
Orleans.
is a fluke now. I think they're fluked out. I don't know, but bro, I just don't know. I just don't know, bro. You gotta pick first on this one. I'm gonna have to go with Cleveland, bro. I can't go with New Orleans. Anytime I pick with New Orleans, bro, they lose. Anytime I pick with them, they lose. So I'm gonna have to go with Cleveland on this.
You know, I think that despite the records and all that, I still think Cleveland is a better team than New Orleans is.
Me too.
I do,
Especially with Nick Chubb back. With Nick
and
Chubb
they're
back, right? It's
and
totally
yeah,
different now.
they are, and I just think Jameson there is gonna, give you as long as Deshaun is. I'll say now that Deshaun Watson is done for at least for the season. I think Cleveland's a better team than them. Not necessarily showing it on the record per se, but yeah, man, the Saints are too Jekyll and Hyde for me. That was a great win last week, but in all honesty, they shouldn't have won. You know what I mean? The Falcons missed 3 field goals. I mean, you shoot yourself in the foot between that and penalties and shit. I mean, it's just, come on, man.
Right.
Like they should have had that, but they didn't, and the Saints won. But yeah, I'm not going for it either. I'm taking Cleveland to win this game. I just think they're a better team, and I'm going over. So that's the underdog.
Hell yeah.
You going over or under that 43.5?
I'm gonna go over.
Yeah, I think it's going to be slightly over. I don't think it's going to be crazy.
hmm I
But
like the
yeah.
over. I like the over on that one definitely.
All right, bet that. And then the next game coming up here, we got the Colts at the Jets Sunday at 1 o'clock. Jets are favored by 3.5 points. The over under on that is also 43.5. Dude, so many games this week have their over under is 43.5, and so many is 47.5.
hmm
This shit's a setup, bro. It's
Right.
a fucking setup. Vegas knows, man. But looking at this one, so Anthony Richardson, AR-15 is
It's
back.
starting.
Back starting. They must think that obviously Flacco looked terrible last game. I mean,
Yeah.
you need a chance, you need
He
something, you
got
need a
murdered.
spark, anything. It just was not happening last week.
Mhm.
And dude, the Colts right now are 4-6. The Jets are 3-7, and they're both battling to stay alive for this wild card spot.
Mhm.
If the Jets lose one more game, they are completely toast without anything. It would take anything short of a miracle anyway. Not that
Right.
I think they're going to make any noise, but this is definitely a pivotal game for both teams trying to maintain that, last wild card spot. And if you're the Jets, you got the Colts slightly ahead of you, one game better than you. So this would, give you tiebreaker and then you
Catapult.
get that edge over them.
hmm
Exactly.
hmm
So how you feeling about this one, man? Who you think's got the edge here?
Got to go at the Jets because the Colts,
Mm,
man, Colts is like dead in the dumps right now. Even though they got some offensive firepower, the defense don't come to play. They don't show up. I mean, they do sometimes, but like not in the late quarters. So it's just difficult to even bet with the Colts, knowing that y'all switching quarterbacks, knowing that this guy might be there, this guy might not be there. Like you going from Flacco to freaking man, it's too much. And then is he gonna get winded? Is AR gonna get winded again or whatever? Have need to take a player two off? He like, man, hey man, give me a cold soda or something, man. For real. It's hot
uh-uh.
out this bitch. You feel me? Like, bro, you can't say that shit being a
Give me
starting
a can of
quarterback in the
corn.
NFL. Right, give me something. Please give me a cold soda. Please, for real. Sprite or Mountain Dew. One of the two, please. Like I can't get past this shit. Like, damn, bro, you an old man at this motherfucker your second year, and you ain't even play half the games last year. You feel me?
Right.
You should be fresh. You should be revitalized. You should be everything. You should be everything, man, for real. But he don't do that stuff. And I love AR-15 to death as a Gator. But as a Colt, you ain't got it, dog. So I'm gonna go with the Jets on this. I'm gonna go with the Jets. I'm gonna go with nah. I think what do you say? 3 points?
3.5
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
far.
They'll eat it. Yeah, the Jets will eat that one. So they'll take that. And then I'm gonna go the over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the Jets to win this game, but because of how sloppy they are, and how terrible they've looked, bro. Defensively, especially last week, it's like they quit, man. Like
Hmm.
they're missing tackles, not even trying. The effort's not there. Offensively, they look terrible. I mean, can't really run the ball. Offensive line is shaky. Even
Hmm.
Devontae Adams dropping passes and shit. It's
Right.
just it stinks, bro. It really
Hmm.
stinks. It's a shitty brand of football right now. The Colts with your quarterback dilemma going back and forth, trying to figure out. You don't even have a fucking identity. And you have Jonathan Taylor, you have Michael Pittman over
Hmm.
there. Like, this needs to be figured out. You got some guys over there, Josh Downs. You got guys over there that can be making plays for you, and you should be winning games. You have talent over there. But
Okay.
I don't know how much of that falls on the head coach if they're not developing these players right, and
Hmm.
AR-15 still turning the ball over too much, all that. I don't know. But yeah, I got to go with the Jets to win this game. I think the Colts will cover that just because both of these teams are somewhat of a dumpster fire right now. But I'm
Hmm.
going under. I'm going to go under 43 and a half. I don't think they're going to score a lot of points at all.
Yeah, I think they'll score some. I think they'll score some this time.
They could. And by the way, my bad. I ain't been calling him out. We've been moving on, but Wes always has he also had the Jets to win and cover this game and to go under.
Hmm.
Last game he's got the Saints covering over. I don't know if I said the Rams. He's got the Rams to cover and over as well.
Hmm.
So, all right, let's keep it in tune. Locked and loaded, bro. Locked and loaded.
Yes,
That
sir.
game's gonna be boring. That Colts Jets game.
Oh yeah.
Next game we got the Minnesota Vikings. They're favored by 5.5 points, headed into Tennessee to face the Titans. Over under in that game's 39.5 points. Um, you know what's something I've noticed about Minnesota in the
What's that?
last few games? Sam
Sam
Darnold's looking
Darnold.
like Sam Darnold
Hmm.
again,
Looking
bro.
regular. Looking hella
Vintage
regular.
Darnold.
Very hella
Vintage
regular.
Darnold has arrived, bro.
Hmm.
He got 3 touchdowns and 5 picks in his last 2 games. And on the contrary, Will Levis actually he looked all right in his
Decent.
last game.
He did.
It was his first game back since injury. But he was sacked 7 times last week.
He
And
was hitting
yeah.
Ridley though. He was
Yeah.
getting that Ridley.
Ridley's been coming on, bro.
Hmm.
Ridley's been solidified, and that's
Yeah.
definitely his target, man. Or not his target, but Ridley's been the target with Rudolph and him now. I mean, Ridley's coming into his own, bro. Maybe he's trying to make a play for the top guy. He definitely is the top guy in Tennessee right now.
He
And
is.
if him and Tony Pollard can get off, could be dangerous, man. And the Tennessee Titans, bro, have the best passing defense in the NFL. The
Really.
best ranked passing defense in the NFL right now. They're hustlers on defense. The Vikings have been playing very shaky the last couple weeks. Dude,
Hmm.
do you know that Minnesota in their last what was he say? I just had this in
Three
front
or
of me.
four games. 3 or 4 games, like 1 and 3, right?
No, well, in their last 2 games, they've scored, yeah, well, 20. Well, yeah, they scored 12 points their last game. Like that, that's
Hmm.
crazy to me,
Hmm.
bro.
Hmm.
Against a Jacksonville Jaguar team. Jacksonville
Yeah.
Jaguar team. I don't know, bro. I'm taking Tennessee here. I don't want to drag it on too long. I'm taking Tennessee to win this game. Underdog pick, and I'm going under the 39.5 points. Low points. Another low scoring game. Not happening. Shut it down. Taking the Titans, bro.
Hell no, no way.
Mm-hmm.
Titans have been trash juice. You
Not
know that.
defensively.
You know that. Minnesota, Minnesota will find a way. Uh, I think Tennessee will cover the spread, but Minnesota definitely is still going to be one of the top teams, and that's why I didn't put them in my top five going into the season. You know what I'm saying? Like we did week 8,
Mm-hmm.
because I know they're not really built like that. You feel me? But I need Aaron Jones to have a great, great, great day, bro. And I feel like that's going to be the difference maker. Justin Jefferson touchdown, Aaron Jones touchdown, Sam Darnold 2 picks. But it's going to be a closer game. Hey, it's gonna be a close game, and I feel like the boys will pull it out, and I'm going to under on that stuff as well. They'll cover though. Tennessee, bro, is tenacious on defense, bro. I love their defense. I love how they play. They hit hard, bro. It's like old school, for real. They don't get a lot of credit because they don't get a lot of wins. They don't have that big major running back over there like a Derrick Henry, freaking, you know what I'm saying? CJ2K, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody like that featured back, but
Yeah.
hmm
Pollard nice, but we've been saying it for years. He's not that one solid. He I think he needs somebody to complement him. You know what I mean?
hmm
That's when he's his best effective. Or if you keep being on a team with absolute shit, before
Right,
Ridley started blowing up, he's the guy. But anyways, all right, man. So we got that one. Minnesota should win that game. Don't get me wrong, but
right.
that's you got to take a couple upset picks, and I got a feeling about Tennessee. That defense is good, man. We got to watch out for that defense.
hmm
All right, next game we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are favored by 7.5 points. The over/under on that is 44.5 points. So you got the Vegas coming off the bye week. It's a short week for Miami because they played Monday and now they got to travel home, or they traveled home.
hmm
The Vegas Raiders, man, they've lost 5 straight games.
And it's gonna be six. It's gonna,
Just
gonna
like
be six for real. For real. Don't bet on Vegas at all. No reason to. They'll scrounge up another win somewhere, man, down the season, maybe week 13, 14, 15, where people stop playing their starters and stuff, but that's about it for them, bro. I never had any faith in those guys.
yeah.
I thought Pierce might have that defense going, but after you get rid of all your top guys and all your top talent, bro, man, what you expect? You got a shell. You got a shell of a team, bro, that's not putting up the effort. You got this brand new ass stadium, dog, that just got built probably 2 or 3 years ago. I think 2020, 2019, or whether, bro, and you not bringing no talent out there, bro. So, hey, I can't fault y'all for doing this stuff, but man, y'all not doing anything. I got Miami, but I still think they'll cover though. But I like the over. Miami gonna throw some points on these boys here, big
You think
time.
the Raiders will cover
I think they'll cover, but I think yeah, Miami gonna handle business
and the over?
and the over.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be points scored here as well. Um, yeah, man. The Raiders, I can't say enough negative things about what's going on right now. They're another one of them teams where you got a quarterback dilemma. I don't say controversy, whatever, but you don't have that solid guy, which
Right,
means when you have a lot of the times when you rotate quarterbacks or you play multiple quarterbacks, a lot of the times your team doesn't have one affirmative identity, and that
right.
is bad. And it can be bad for chemistry. It's bad to, because you're not familiar with, certain plays, things,
Mhm.
tendencies, all that. People get confused. You're prone to more penalties. It's just a whole bunch of shit. So in a sense, this is bad and what's haunted Vegas, just getting rid of Devontae Adams, always trading away their best players. And
Right.
they get good players, trade for good players, they draft good players, and they always ship them away.
That's it.
So I don't understand that management, all that shit, that whole organization needs like inside looking into from top to bottom. Like for real,
Mhm.
they need to investigate them on a whole nother level because that's crazy. This shit. It's like they don't care about winning. I don't think they
Not
care
at
about
all.
winning, bro. Like they've done absolutely nothing to show me
Zero.
that they are trying to win anything in years, bro. So
Right.
I'll leave that there. The Miami Dolphins on the flip side, they had a good game last week against the Rams, bro. And they surprised me. I picked the Rams to win. They showed up. Tua's he looked okay, getting
Yeah.
back in the swing of things and all that. He's had a couple good games now, handling business. Miami's defense played really well.
hmm
Last week hustling on Stafford and company, and they're ready to make a playoff push, bro. They understand they haven't had their best season so far, but I think they're motivated right now. I think they come in there. I think they win this game. I think they'll cover that 7.5. I can
Think
see them
so?
winning by like 10 points. I could see it. Yeah,
Mhm.
nothing too crazy, but I like Miami to win. I like them to cover, and I'm going over. Points scored, bro.
Bet
Points
that.
scored, bro.
hmm
Blah. Sorry, y'all. I got the Zen. If you don't know by now, go get you a little Zen pack. I try to quit smoking. You try to drop bad habits for other bad
Other
habits,
bad
and
habits, right? That's it, for
yeah,
real.
that's about it. Daily life. Like, share, subscribe to the Let Loose podcast. Appreciate you watching, tuned in with us from the get go. What's going on in that game, bro?
Man, them boys blowing them out now. So Philly is up 26-10 right now. Fourth quarter, Washington has the ball.
Mm.
Yep. So they was driving and I think they threw a pick or something like that or whatever, and probably like a pick six. Not
Oh,
100% sure, but
oh,
yeah,
oh
that.
yeah, Barkley 2 touchdowns. I need it for fantasy. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Let's
Hmm.
go. Let's go to the show.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. I just felt like Philly had the advantage, bro. They're the more experienced team. Washington's
Oh
doing
yeah.
good right now. And look, they still got to play again. Now, when they
Hmm.
go to Washington, depending on a couple weeks, what's
Right.
happening, I might be picking Commanders in a couple. I don't know, but
Hmm.
definitely what do you call it? It's a big matchup, bro. I thought it was gonna be closer than that, and it was for a minute. Philly looks like they're pulling away, so
Yeah, they're pulling away now.
starting to get hot at the right time, man.
That's
Never know,
it.
never know. All right, next
Hmm.
game we got, dude. Another Sunday game at 1 o'clock. We got the Green Bay Packers traveling to Chicago to face the Bears. The Packers are favored by 6 points. The over/under on that's 40.5 points. So Chicago can, their offensive coordinator.
Hmm.
They've had 23 straight drives without a touchdown, bro.
Woo.
Yeah, Caleb Williams is playing really scared. He's playing very, very fidgety. You don't want to make a
Hmm.
mistake. And yeah, and it's not looking good, man, because he's got weapons and Swift was actually coming on strong there for a minute. And now they're not looking good, bro. It's not looking good for Chicago. And Chicago has scored 12 points in their last 2 games, bro.
Dang.
12 points in their last 2 games. And this game versus Green Bay is their first divisional game of the season. They ain't even started playing Green Bay twice yet,
Mm-mm.
Minnesota twice,
Right. Right.
or the
Lions.
Kings of the North, the
Okay.
Detroit Lions twice yet. So yeah, it's big problems about to ensue for Chicago. I
Hmm.
mean, they thought the Bears fans thought they had a chance because they had a lot of easier games on their schedule, and a lot of
Right.
the games they should have won. There's
They
like two,
should have
three games
still
the Bears should
won.
have won this year. In all honesty,
Right.
definitely that Hail Mary game versus the Washington, bro.
Hmm.
Like that's
Yep.
crazy. Nothing you can do
Yep.
about that
But
shit though.
ever since then, shit, they've been down, down, down. You know,
Yep.
definitely can't do that.
It's
You
like
all on the
one.
sidelines and this and that and waving at the fans and guess what? Look this way. Yeah, you just got scolded on with your dumb ass. You feel me? For real. So
It's like an
all that stuff that came down on them, man, like a sack of bricks. Chicago already like one of the sorriest teams in the NFL already. You know what I'm saying? Record wise already, bro, all time. You feel me? So especially in the last maybe like 20 years or so. You know, they got that one Super Bowl appearance, and I don't think they've been back to the playoffs, you know?
Yeah, I think they missed it. I think they made it one time, maybe once. I don't know. I
With
thought
Cutler, maybe with Cutler or
With Cutler
something.
and Brandon Marshall, I think they
Okay,
made yeah
they might have
something. But
made
yeah, they've
one, but
essentially
shit, that's
done
still
nothing
how long has
worth
that
talking
been?
and remembering about though. Yeah, I
Right.
understand. I get it.
Hmm.
But you know the thing about the NFL is crazy that it's like one game can make or break you. You know, one game can literally determine your season just based on how your team responds to that game. You
Hmm.
know, you lose a heartbreaker like that, then now you start losing off. Now you've lost a couple games. Like I
Hmm.
mentioned, 12 points your last 2 games. Since
Right.
that Hail Mary
Losing
and shit, like
confidence.
how you
Hmm.
respond to this shit, what it does to your chemistry, your camaraderie with your teammate in your locker room with your homies, you know what I mean? So
Definitely.
I mean, it's crazy. And on the flip side, look at teams like Philly. You said it on the show. I laughed at you the other day. You said ever since the Bucks, since we beat the brakes off them, they have. This is about to be their what, sixth straight
That's
win
it.
now after that game. So it's like it's
Hmm.
not about what happens, it's about how you respond to it.
Right. Got to
One game
respond.
can literally make or break the character
Hmm.
in that season for your team. It's crazy, but I don't
Yep.
know. Getting sidetracked. You got Green Bay. They're coming off their bye, which that was much needed for Jordan Love's health. Gives them a chance to get
Get them.
right. But Green Bay's still one of the best teams, you know, most solid teams I think all around in the NFC. Tough defensively this year and all of that. I expect Green Bay to win. I expect them to cover that 6 points, and I like us going over the 40.5. I think Green Bay will score 30 by themselves. So
Maybe. It depends on Jordan Love, though. It definitely depends on that. The defense definitely is on point right now. I like Green Bay. I like the what is it, 6.5? I like the 6.5, but I like the under though on this one. Because I think after that bye week, man, they might be a little bit rusty. You know, sometimes the bye week is a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. I think it might be a bad thing for Green Bay, especially because it's getting colder and stuff now, man. So I don't know. I just feel like they can go ahead and handle business though. But Chicago still gonna still try to put up some points though, bro. And their defense is still freaking okay. You
oh,
know,
you got
like
Green
it's
Bay
not.
covering the six though.
I got them. Yep. Hmm.
All right, and over points. You going points?
I'm going under points.
No, you want to go points. They ain't gonna be that sluggy. They could be sluggy and skill and still score 25.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna go to under.
You undertaking bastard.
That's it. Dead man.
Our man West V's got the Packers winning, covering, he's going under as well.
Hmm.
Previous game too. Again, my apologies, bro. I'm not. This is Wes's job that I'm doing right now.
Right.
So bear with me. He's got the Raiders too in the upset pick. He's got the Raiders beating the Dolphins, and he's going under.
Hmm.
So that'll be interesting. I gotta see that to believe it, my man.
Right.
And I don't know if I mentioned he's got Minnesota covering going over versus Tennessee. So let's shoot to the next game. We got Sunday at 4. We got the Falcons going to Denver and facing the Broncos. The Broncos are favored by 2.5 points. Over under is 43.5. Um, Atlanta just keeps beating themselves, bro. Penalties, like I mentioned, the 3 missed field goals last week.
Right. Hmm.
Lost to the Saints. It's just when you do shit like that and it falls apart, it's frustrating. It's crazy because they can get off running the ball offensively with Bijan Robinson and company. Kirk Cousins has been looking pretty sharp, I think, the last 3, 4
Yeah.
games at least. He's had a couple bad games, but for the most
Yeah.
part, Kirk Cousins
Nothing
is looking
crazy.
pretty solid this year, man. I
Hmm.
think
Right.
defense is coming alive, playing tough, certain times tougher than others, but I mean, last game, that's killer. That's just killer. Then on the flip side, you got Denver. They're 5-5 right now, but 4 of their 5 losses have been by one possession,
Right.
you know, and and that loss last week where they should have won if that damn field goal wasn't blocked to beat Kansas
Hmm.
City.
Big
Kansas
Kansas
City, the
City.
magic continues, man. It
Right.
continues. They had
Hmm.
that game in the bag. Should
Right.
have should have knocked off the Super Bowl champs, but came up just short in that game. But what can you do? But I don't know, man. I just something's telling me these Broncos, man, they're favored by 2.5. You know how I feel about the 2.5. It's a field goal game, man. Could I see
Hmm.
them pulling it off? This is gonna be tough for Atlanta because you travel, that game was in New Orleans last week, correct?
Hmm.
Then now you travel to Denver with the altitude, all that, and
The
factoring in
air.
your kind of
Yeah. The
sluggy
air.
last game.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm going with Denver here, bro. I think Denver wins this game. I'm gonna take them to cover the 2.5. I could see them winning by a field goal. And I'm
Mhm.
going under. I think it's gonna be, that's how Denver wins these games, keeping them under. They're relying on their defense and company, and Denver is second in the NFL in sacks right now. Second at 35 sacks.
I
And then
believe
there's
it.
the Sean Payton factor. But all
Hmm.
them years he owned the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? He could beat the fact he knows that Sean Payton knows what he's doing. Doing a damn good job at Denver, I might add.
Hmm.
When I thought they were the laughing stock last season. So they got respect. They got some respect this year. I'm taking Denver to win this cover, and I'm going under.
I don't like Denver in this matchup. I like Atlanta. I like Atlanta. I think Atlanta's gonna handle business. I think they're gonna run the ball way better than they did last week. And I think Kyle Pitts is what I was going to get involved. He's going to get like 6, 7 nice catches, at least targets. I say 6, 7 targets. It's going to be very small, you know what I'm saying, catches, but he might break one. Bijan, then you got Algier over there. So I'm thinking the run game, what I was going to have to pull them to the freaking finish line, bro. They're going to have to pull those guys. Denver, man, offense, man, really ain't about nothing, dog. So I'm gonna go with the Falcons for the upset, and I'm gonna go to over.
All right. It's your own. Well, I'm gonna tell you though, I'm gonna be the first one to call you on your bullshit when you call me this weekend. You're like, man, my fucking parlay ain't hit. Dog, I done bet on the Broncos, bro, because that's that shit you do, bro. You gonna
Mm,
sit here and take the Falcons, and then you're gonna bet on the
take the
Broncos in one of your
points.
parlays.
Take the points.
Take the points.
I do two. I
Oh
do two
fuck.
parlays. I do two parlays.
I don't know,
The
man. I
alternate,
like it.
the
I like
alternate
Atlanta. I
parlay.
just I like Atlanta as to do, I still think they'll win the division and they'll do good to compete for it and all that, but I don't like them this game, bro, against that defense. I just think it's a bad matchup for them, the altitude and all that.
Hmm.
But we'll see. See what they can do. West has got the Falcons winning this game as well, and he's going under.
He going under? Okay. Hmm.
Yep, so he's taking the upset with you. Next game at 4, we got the Seahawks in their second game versus the 49ers. They travel to San Francisco in this one, and the Niners are favored by 6.5 points.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, I mean, but they always handle business against the Seahawks. So for the most,
That's a
they
lot.
They cover against the Seahawks so much, bro. Year in, year
Mm,
out. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Um, Over under on that's 48 and a half. Seattle's coming off their bye week. San Francisco has McCaffrey back now, and
mm.
he's looking solid, looking like he ain't missed a beat. When they played Tampa last week, white boy Rick, bro, Ricky Pearsall,
Wow.
bro.
Wow.
Bro, I just want to throw out there that Ricky Pearsall was they attempted to rob this man, steal his Rolex. They shot this man, and this man still returned before Christian McCaffrey did. Now, it's no shade at Christian McCaffrey. I'm
Right.
hyping up Ricky Pearsall here. He's a tough cat.
How much
We
of a man's man he is, for real.
as
Shout
a
out to them Gator boys.
man, white boy Rick, man, Ricky
That's
Pearsall out
it.
there balling. Shout out, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
Rick Pearsall.
he been stunting on them hoes too. Straight
And
up.
San Francisco is one of them teams now that I can see them starting to come together towards the end of the season. This is where they put all their eggs in the
Oh,
basket
mm,
and start making their runs full on fledged, bro. I'm gonna be the
right.
first one to tell you San Francisco covers a lot versus Seattle. That last uh matchup was close. Seattle's been plagued by injuries all season long, and then obviously the rookie head coach, but especially defensively, their defensive injuries have been atrocious this year, bro. One of
Hmm.
the most injury plagued teams this year at the key critical positions of players that they need the most. It's crazy, man. Still, with all that, they have the number one passing offense in the league, though, so something to watch for. But I like the Niners winning this game. I'm gonna take them to cover the 6.5. I like them winning by 7, a
Hmm.
touchdown, and I'm going
Okay.
over. A lot of points scored here. Always a lot of points when they play.
It is.
Always.
It
Nine
is.
times out of 10.
The key is Metcalf playing because he's been questionable for the last 4 or 5 weeks.
That
You
man been
know,
questionable, right, for the past 4. For real.
bro, I'm telling you, for real. I don't know to
Most
put
of the
him in.
season.
I don't know if to put him in my fantasy or not or whatever. Keep him down. You know, but if he plays, it's gonna definitely be different. If he plays, I'm taking the cover. I'm taking the boys to cover. Because Smith the Jigba boy been freaking balling out of control, man, since he been getting them reps. You know, he getting those player one, player two, wide receiver one, wide receiver two reps. And he's been out there killing, bro. I know that one game he had like one of some change, like 2 touchdowns or something crazy. So I'm liking San Fran. If Metcalf play, I don't like the spread. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you gotta make a pick right now you can't switch it at a later date.
I'm gonna say that he's not gonna play, so I said they cover the spread, and I'm gonna go to over.
All right, so we're in
I'm
agreement.
because he got an MCL sprain, and that stuff ain't no easy thing to come off of. You know,
Well, well, if they play at 4 o'clock on Sunday, you better text me at 3:55 and say, "Hey, Seattle's gonna cover today.
I gotta
Metcalf's playing."
know. They give you 90 minutes before. I'll let you know.
All right. So right now we're in agreement. Our man West V's got San Francisco winning, Seattle covering, and he's got it under.
Under. Hmm.
Yes, sir. Next one is the second game of the week. Here we go. The second most important, the other most important game, the AFC Slugfest this weekend, man. Sunday, 4:25, you got the Kansas City Chiefs, the undefeated Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs going into Buffalo Bills. Bills are favored by 2. Over under is 45.5 points.
Hmm.
Allen versus Mahomes, man. Josh Allen is 3-1 versus Kansas City in his career.
Hmm.
0-3 in the playoffs.
Right.
Chiefs chasing perfection, man. The back-to-back Super Bowl champions right now. What are they? 9-0 right now?
8-0, I believe. It's eight, right? No, they nine. They gotta be 9-0. Cause it's
Nine
week
and zero.
11. Yeah, because it's
Nine
week
and zero.
11.
The
Hmm.
Bills are 8-2, chasing perfection, man. They're trying to thrive for the perfect season. And dude, do you understand this would be the most historic thing in NFL history if they
Right.
went undefeated this year and won the Super Bowl?
Right.
I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that's not gonna happen.
It's
That
not.
is not gonna happen. There's no way in hell that happens.
You want to know why that's not gonna happen?
Tell me.
Because the Bills gonna beat their ass in motherfucking in Buffalo.
Oh no, you did not just do that.
Bills gonna beat them in Buffalo. Watch what I
You
tell
did
you.
not just do that.
Yes, sir. Mahomes with 10 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Man, you is not the same Mahomes. You are not the same guy, bro. You is not that guy right now. I just don't know. Man, it's just the team, bro, and the freaking officials, bro. That's all it is, man. I hate to see this man storybook freaking season, bro. But hey, man, Bills gotta shut them boys down, bro. I like the Bills for the upset. I like the over too, for real.
They're
Cause
not the upset. They're favored to win by
oh, they
2.
favorite. That's right, they favorite. But still, it should be an upset because they freaking they the team undefeated.
Are you
But
taking them to cover the 2?
I'm taking them to cover the two, definitely.
Over?
Over.
And for the record, Wes has the same exact thing. Buffalo covers
Yes,
over.
sir. It's
The
done for them
Bills,
boys. Done
and
for.
that's so crazy because Wes is so
Mm,
lucky he's not on here right now because he's always like, until they lose, you got to pick the Chiefs. And I sit here every single year and I
Knock
tell
their
you to pump
heads
the
off.
brakes. I tell you to pump the brakes. Relax on the Chiefs, man, because when it counts, they gonna handle business. And you gonna sit there and say you gonna pick the Bills to beat them in this game?
And cover. Mm.
I think they're gonna win too, bro. I can't even lie.
Telling
Look,
you.
because when I say the Chiefs ain't gonna do that, it's because of games like this, bro.
Right.
If you're Buffalo, you have to win this game. Okay. You have them right where you want them at home. It's not a
That's
playoff
it.
game. No implications. You
Mm-mm.
lose, you ain't
Mm-mm.
out. You still in this shit. Buffalo
Mm-hmm.
playing solid and all that. But look, Chiefs are not going to win every game. It's just not going to happen. They more than like, I don't know. If the Chiefs win this game, they're going to end up dropping a game to like a team they should
Something. Mm-hmm.
lose to, or if you get to week 17, 16, like if you're undefeated, do you rest your players for the playoffs or do you go
Right.
for that perfect? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what are they
Mm-hmm.
gonna? I don't know, but I don't know. I just think there's a good chance for Buffalo to win. I got them covering the 2, and I'm going over as well with both of you guys. I think there's gonna be a lot of points score here. I think we're in for an all-time instant classic game. It has all the
Ready.
potential factors for it, and I think we're in for another fucking great one. I can't
Hell
wait.
yeah.
I cannot wait to watch this game, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm going Buffalo. We're all going Buffalo. Kansas City gonna win. We gonna be out here next week.
Right.
And
Like a
guess what? We're gonna acknowledge them.
hell
If they
yeah.
do this shit, we are going to acknowledge the Chiefs next week. OTC style.
Woo.
All right, next one. We got the Sunday night game, bro. We got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers are favored by a point and a half. Over under is 47.5 points.
Mm-hmm.
So the Chargers have the number one defense in the NFL. They have yet to allow over 20 points in a game this season versus any opponent. But on the flip side, they haven't really played any top offenses either.
Mm-hmm.
They've played Kansas City and Arizona games with offensive power, and they've lost both games. Kansas City's actually not, and this is a down year offensively for Kansas City when they actually did play them. So, but Arizona on their little run now, they little sneaky asses.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati last week on the flip side, that was a demoralizing loss
Right.
versus Baltimore. Fucking Joe Burrow, 50, he throws the ball 56 times, bro. 428 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no picks. Jamar Chase, 11 catches, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns, leads the league in every receiving statistical category known to man right now. Just
Right.
insane. And to lose that game,
2 point conversion.
that shit hurts. I know that hurts, but
Ugly. Ugly.
it is what it is. You win some, you lose some in this league. How are you feeling about this one, bro?
I like Burrow. I like Burrow. He got a
Really?
swagger back. He got a swagger back. He got a swagger back. I got to go with Burrow on them boys on this one. I really do like those guys. Like you say, the boy Chase Brown, man, had a breakout game. He did his thing. Hopefully T. Higgins can be back in or whatever. That's definitely gonna change some things up or whatever, offensively. Because I mean they still got it, man. If they got Burrow over there, bro, man, them boys can do damn near anything. I just like Burrow on this one. And I think I'm gonna take the under though. I'm gonna take the under because that Chargers defense, man, is so freaking tenacious.
Yeah, man. I want to say that Joe Burrow is my guy, bro, and I think he's a top guy, and he is the beast, bro. And with Cincinnati losing that game, I just think that is just going to carry over, man. And at this point, you're not really playing for a whole lot. I mean, they ain't going to go out there to lose or
Hmm.
anything, but I just think facing this defense, it's a whole nother animal. And Joe Burrow's probably going to get sacked a few times here. I don't think that run game is really going to get going. And Justin Herbert on the flip side, bro, he's been playing phenomenally. Not stat
Yes.
wise, it's not going to show. But I mean, I don't think he's throwing a pick in like 7 games or some shit like that.
Hmm.
I mean, their offense is very efficient right now. You got Gus
Right.
Edwards back and Dobbins, 1-2 punch. Quentin Johnston's coming on strong. Lad McConkey. I mean, and on top of that, your defense is stout. You've
Hmm.
not faced, I don't think, offensive uh passing
Threat.
firepower of this
Hmm.
magnitude thus far this season, so it is going to be a challenge. However, I think the Chargers will sustain it, and I think they'll win this game. I'm going to take them to win and cover, and I think they're going under. They're going to win in Chargers fashion. They got to limit them to how many points they're going to score. Chargers haven't even allowed 20 points in a game this season. I think the Bengals will score over 20 points, but
Hmm.
looking at it, I could see this being like right at 20, 24-21 victory, something like that. And that'd just put it right under the 48 points or whatever. But I could see something like that. That's why I'm going along, like 24-21, something in that category. So I'm taking the Chargers to cover. I'm going under. Wes V has got the Chargers to win, and
Hmm.
he's got them covering it, but he's going over.
Okay. Only thing about the Chargers, whatever, I don't think they're gonna score a lot of points either. They
You don't
don't
think
allow
so?
a lot.
Cincinnati's
They
defense
don't
is
they don't
terrible, though.
it doesn't matter though. They
They can't
they
stop
they
grass
not
from growing.
bro, they not like that offensively, bro. Like that offense is like mid as hell at best, bro. You got rid of all your top guys. I mean,
But they're highly efficient, though.
you got Dobbins. I know you got Dobbins. I know you got those guys over there, but bro, that offense don't score a lot of points, man. I haven't seen them score like 30 plus points at no point in time in this season, I don't
But they
believe.
don't need to when your defense don't allow 20, bro. You just got to score
I
more than the
know.
ops.
You gotta score more than the odds. That's exactly why I'm saying that freaking Bengals gonna win this one. You gotta score more than those guys. They're gonna get some sneak plays in there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You haven't seen them bombed on yet. I gotta see. I just think it's gonna be more challenging for Cincy than it is. I
Hmm.
think that the Chargers offense isn't as it's not as sexy looking. You don't have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams
Hmm.
there
Mo
no more,
Williams.
and you
Hmm.
don't have Eckler and all them boy. Like no, it's not appealing by any means. But I mean, they win games and they're highly efficient, and I'm looking at the efficiency more than the stats and the scoring wise, per
Right.
se for me, you know what I'm saying? So
Hmm. Hmm.
we'll see, but definitely good to add the context. Our last game of the week, we got the Monday night game. We got the Houston Texans favored by 7.5 points going to Dallas and
Woo.
facing the Cowboys. Over under is 42.5 points. Um, yeah. What can you really say about this? I'll put it like this. Houston last week in their second half collapse
Right.
against the Lions. Shut out in the second half. They came out first half with full of piss and vinegar, man, looking
Everything.
like they was gonna give the Lions everything and then some. Couple batted interceptions, like they was feeling themselves. Came out
Hmm.
second half, couldn't do shit. Couldn't do anything. Stroud missing targets, threw a pick first play right after halftime when Dan
Right.
Campbell was speaking it into existence. So struggled, and they definitely shit the bed on that one. The Cowboys, bro, I don't even know where to start with that last week and that shit that whatever that was, you call that disaster showing of a fucking performance against the Eagles, bro. That was utterly pathetic. It was
Right.
despicable. That was the worst outing I've seen from the Cowboys in a long, long time, bro.
Hmm.
Yo, you had Cooper Rush in there at quarterback. He went 13 to 23 for 45 yards, bro. And in the midst of that, he lost 2 fumbles. So what do? You put in Trey Lance, the water boy,
Hey.
and he proceeds to go 4 for 6 for 21 yards and throws a pick.
Yep.
So, I mean, offensively, you have nothing. The best play all game last week was a 19-yard run by Rico Dowdle. It's just that bad, bro.
Right.
I mean, they have nothing right now. Michael Parsons is back now, so you're going to be able to rush the passer a little bit. CJ Stroud might have some pressure in this game. That's not going to say much. I like to say that the Cowboys would cover the spread, but I'm not taking the Cowboys to cover shit, bro. I'm not. I'm taking the Texans to win this game. They're going to cover the 7.5. They're going to win by 10, maybe 15, 20. I don't know. Texans are going to win. I think they bounce back here. work out them kinks. I think Nico Collins is playing this week. He was supposed to play last week, but that's
Mhm.
if he's playing, dude, this game's gonna get ugly. It'll be over by halftime. I don't know who the Cowboys gonna have starting at quarterback. It ain't gonna matter, but it ain't pretty. Might as well let
Mhm.
the water boy get some reps in, bro, because it's not happening right now for Dallas. Like
Yeah, that.
it just ain't. It's bad.
Mhm.
Under. I'm going under the 42.5 too. Under.
Man, I hope they get Nico Collins back so they can put more points on their stupid ass. That's all I want to see. Just more and more points, man. I hope they score 50 on their goofy asses, bro. But I'm going Houston. Dallas can't do nothing right now. Man, offensively, defensively, bro, man, y'all better hope the special teams, man, get y'all some scores because that's the only way y'all ass gonna score. No Dak and freaking banking on Ezekiel Elliott. Whew, boy, man, y'all ass gonna go 6-11, boy. The rate y'all at right now, 6 and damn 11. So hey, I'm going with those guys, man. I'm going with Houston. They definitely Dallas definitely not gonna cover. I don't know if they're gonna score 10 points in this game. And I like the over because I think Houston's gonna score a shit ton of points.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. Our man West V's got the Texans winning. He thinks Dallas will cover that. He's going under.
Hmm.
He ain't lost all faith in his Cowboys. My man, he got to stand strong at some point, but at least
That's
he's a
it.
realist and he knows when it's bad. It's bad, but
Yeah, it's
it is
awful
what it
right
is.
now. It's
When that shit
awful.
happens, all you can do is go through it with your team, man. You can't be no bandwagon switch teams if you a real cat. Me
Hmm.
as a Lions fan for as many years as I've
Gotta
been a
stay
Lions
down.
fan, bro, I'm gonna tell you what, I've had years where I'm like, I am fucking done, bro. I just don't care.
Mhm.
I'm not watching their games. Like, no, my new team is the Ravens.
Whatever. Right. Hmm.
And then you
Hmm.
try to get it's like, but in here you don't care.
Hmm.
In here you don't care. So it's like I can't even lie to myself no more. So yes, I was the only one in high school and they went 0 and 16 out wearing their fucking gear. That's me.
Right.
But that's
Okay.
what you do, man. And that's why we here, man. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's all love and games and football.
Shit, I'm on
Appreciate
the same.
y'all.
I'm in the same boat because I like Tampa Bay. Shit, we're shitty for years too. So hey, you got to do what you got to do.
It'd be like that, bro.
That's
It'd be
it.
like that. We'll revisit the picks next week. Right now, I'm in the lead with 185 points. Sam, you're at 164. Wes is at 167. You're starting to slide back, make a comeback because we tied
Mhm.
last week in the points, and yeah, we'll see what we can do for next week. That about does it for week 11 of the NFL. Like, share, subscribe, please, and thank you. Stay tuned, stay locked in with us every week. We do weekly content, live streams about the NFL, college here and there. When we're talking about more playoff shit, we'll definitely get into it a little bit more. And then basketball and all that fun stuff after football season, man.
Hell yeah, definitely tune in to the podcast. We on every week, man. It might be late, might be a little bit earlier. It might be Wednesdays, might be Thursdays, man. Depends on what's going on with the households. So, man, shout out to the game, man. Shout out to my dog West V again, man. Get well soon, bro, man. Get you some vitamins and some orange juice, and man, all that other good stuff, whatever. Make sure your girl take care of you and stuff, man. So, shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to the gang, man. Let Loose Podcast. We out. Episode 91 in the books. Holla.